Hi guys, it's Connor from Blackpool FC Fan TV, and today we're talking about the January transfer window. Blackpool made 6 signings, and we're going to talk about them today. So, on to the first signing, which was already agreed before January transfer. It was agreed in the summer. Andy Lyons. Andy Lyons' transfer to Blackpool was agreed during the summer transfer window and spent the rest of the season with Shamrock Rovers, which their season ended in November. He made his debut for the Seasiders in the FA Cup game against Nottingham Forest and had a very good game. I was very impressed by his performance and I thought he did very well. He came off the bench against Watford and played the full 90 minutes against Southampton. I think he's a brilliant signing as he's performing very well and hopefully he can keep it up for the rest of the season. Now on to our second signing, Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers joined the Seasiders on loan from Man City for the rest of the season. He made his debut for the Seasiders against Nottingham Forest, coming off the bench, which he was on the pitch when Blackpool got their fourth. He made his first start for the Seasiders in a 2-0 defeat to Watford. I think he's a very good and up-and-coming player and is very talented. I think this is a good signing as we were struggling to create chances and now we've got the new signings and we are making plenty of more chances.
Now on to our third signing of the window, and it was the man with the special band. Josh Bowler has played several games this season, scoring 2 before he left in the summer transfer window to join Nottingham Forest. Forest immediately shipped him on loan to Olympiacos, where he played with Champions League winner Marcelo and James Rodriguez. After struggling to get minutes at Olympiacos, he was recalled back and he could only play for one team due to the player playing for 2 clubs already in a single season. He was finally back at Bloomfield Road and on loan till the end of the season. He made his debut against Watford away, which saw over 1,300 Seasiders come to watch the magician. Personally, I think this is the best signing of the window as we have been missing this type of player who wants to run at defenders and cause trouble. And the bowler is the man to do that. He has struggled to get back to how he was before he left, but hopefully in a few games he can return to his normal self and keep us up. Now on to our fourth signing is Tom Tribal, who's our defensive midfielder.
Tom Tribal joined the Seasiders from German side SV Sandhausen. He made his debut against Southampton and looked very good. This is an important signing as we were weak in midfield and needed a strong defensive experienced midfielder, and Tribal was very impressive in his first game, winning tackles and bullying players off the ball. Hopefully he can keep this up for the rest of the season.
Obviously we got a new manager, Mick McCarthy, and the first signing that was under him was centre-half Charlie Good.
Charlie Good signed for Blackpool on loan from Brentford. He made his debut for the Seasiders like many players who came in against Southampton. He had a fantastic game against them and looks very solid. I think he'll have a good partnership with Ekpiteta when he returns from injury, which will improve our defence. I think this is a key signing for us as we need to stop conceding silly goals, and we also have several issues for defenders, for example injuries and red cards.
Our last signing was Curtis Nelson from our relegation rivals, Cardiff City.
I don't know much about Curtis Nelson, but of what I've been hearing, he is a good defender, and obviously this is going to give us more options at the back.
Obviously with this transfer window, we'd have players that have left the club.
Since arriving from Wolves on loan, Corbin, who scored 3 goals for the Seasiders, coming against Burnley, Bristol City and Huddersfield. I rated him as a winger, but due to ankle injury, he was recalled back. He has now been sent out on loan to a second division German team. On to Callum Wright. Callum Wright only made a couple of appearances for the Seasiders. I didn't get to see much of him play, but I think he has potential. However, he is signed for Plymouth Argyle. I feel like we should have sent him out on loan as he is a young player with potential. Grant Ward has been with Blackpool since 2019. He was released at the end of last season, but has re-signed on a 3-month contract, but only featuring a few games. He hasn't had much luck with playing due to injury, but now he has signed for Bristol Rovers and made his debut coming off the bench in a 5-1 defeat to Morecambe. Rhys Williams signed this summer on loan from Liverpool. He made 17 appearances for the Seasiders before being recalled by Liverpool. He played in many important games for the Seasiders, for example in a 3-3 draw against Burnley.
We have 2 young academy players who have been sent out on loan, and we have 1 academy player who's been sent out on a permanent deal. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and if you want more of these type of videos, please let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully we can get this win against Middlesbrough at the weekend, and I'll be seeing you guys at Huddersfield at home, which is a must-win game.